All right, so I've mentioned a few times before about planning for your breeding program in the future, and I'm going to show you real quick what that looks like for me. So this is a buck. I did not show him in the previous video, but he is one of my better bucks. He is a New Zealand silver fox mix. Does his job, pretty calm. He's on the list to keep. Next cage is my silver fox buck. He is about 1.5 years old. He's one of my better. I have no food, buddy. I'm sorry. Your food's in your bowl. He's definitely on my list. He always does his job, and he's here to stay. He's also pretty friendly, which is kind of nice. All right, buddy. Closing the door. Watch out. Watch out. The next cage was my D'Argent. He is no longer with us, so I moved into his cage my 2 Dutch bucks. They were born February 1st. I apologize if this is a repeat. I've got this video showing kind of the stuff I moved around and a video where I'm introducing and talking about them, so there might be some repeat here. So these are my 2 Dutch boys. They were born February 1st, like I said. I got them, I believe, about April, so they were about 2 months old. Specifically got them because they were a little bit smaller breeds. Coloring was good. The black one has a black spot in the middle of the white, which means he's not showable, but disposition kind of went out, so we're good to go. So those are my 2, we'll say junior bucks. They're pretty young, but they'll be ready in time for next year. Moving over, I have my other New Zealand silver fox buck. He is about 2.5, maybe 3 years old. Always does his job. Good boy, pretty calm. He and the other New Zealand silver fox mix are my 2 primary bucks. Specifically when I'm not going for something that's a purebred. So if I need a purebred, I'm going to go with my silver fox doe and my silver fox buck. If I'm looking for just meat production or I'm not keeping track of stuff, then I tend to do that. I know there is some question about that. I've read people that do no records, people that do meticulous records. I'm somewhere in the middle. I do have some that I keep track of for 4-H kids and stuff like that, and then I have a lot that are just going to be my meat production, and the goal is to get nice, calm rabbits that put on meat. So my newest, not really additions, but newest to this cage setup is 3 does. These are my 2 ladies that just joined the, we'll say the non-grow out pen. They were born, I believe, middle of March, beginning of April. So they're a couple months old. Their siblings, primarily brothers, are going to be in freezer camp in about 3 weeks. But these ladies have made the cut. Good disposition, they're calm, putting on weight nicely. They're some of the bigger of their group, so these are the ones that I keep. These will be next year's does. They've got a little bit of silvering in them, so I do like the color on them. They are a New Zealand silver fox mix, so I think they're kind of pretty. I don't see a lot of these, but the coloring with the brown and the grays or the whites that'll turn into silver are kind of pretty in my mind. So we're going to keep them. So those 2 are does that were in the grow out pen previously and have made the cut, so they're going to stay here. They will be next year's breeding stock, as it were. And I'll talk about that more in the future, because that's a part of my winter and spring schedule. It gets kind of detailed at times. But so these ladies are here to stay. And then I mentioned before that I lost my New Zealand doe, and this is her replacement. Looks very similar to her. Very sweet little lady, and she is here to stay as well. So she is a little confused. She's been with her her friends, her other grow outs for her entire life, and that was most recently a group of about a dozen. And now she's all by herself. So she was one of one of those. I love the coloring. Again, disposition is great for me. I want rabbits that I can pick up, that I can hold, that I can talk to, that are going to allow me to come in and see their babies and interact with them. So she made the cut. I still have 10 or 11 in that hutch. I haven't decided if I'm going to take more out. I probably will. I need to sex all of them and just make sure that there's nobody else that I want. I have a couple that look like they're pretty much all black or all silver fox. Those were from that litter from earlier in the spring that was going to have a lot of black and silvers, which is fine. Again, I think I mentioned it before. I don't know the official term for these. It's not a part of what I do. So when I say black and silver and grays and whatever, I am not talking about the official ARBA groups. These are my words, the way that I keep track of them and know what I'm doing. But anyway, she made the cut. She so far has been a sweetheart. So kind of move stuff around. So I have 3 new does that I've selected. She is one of them and the 2 neighbors. And then I have the other bucks, the 2 silver fox juniors. They were both bucks. They went to freezer camp, as did my other Dargent. Unfortunately, he was a cream Dargent, and just didn't do his job. Disposition was okay. He had his moments where he wasn't very friendly and wasn't as consistent. So again, most of my system is about meat production. That's what I do. But at the same time, I like rabbits that are friendly. I like rabbits that are going to let me interact with them and not attack my hand when I put in food. That's, I think, important for animals. Yes, they are meat rabbits, but they're also animals that I interact with. I mean, I'm out here multiple times every day and interacting and doing my things. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for this one. I had planned to do this with an intro to each of the does and the bucks, but I think this will suffice. These are my current breeding stock. I do on the other side have my 2 other does, and then my 2 younger Dutch does. So a pretty good system this year. Definitely increased from last year. I've got big plans for this in the future. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stick around. Subscribe if you're interested in this. Comment if you've got ideas, things, questions, whatever. I've spent about, I guess this will be my 5th year doing this. I am absolutely not a professional in what I do. I have a lot of uncertainty and a lot of things that I don't know, but I really enjoy it, and I enjoy setting this stuff up and talking about it and sharing it with people. I think it's a wonderful thing to be able to take animals that you raise, provide a good life for them, interact with them, and then have them do something after that that's worthy of the time and energy. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.